What are some of the rides that toddlers can get on in Disney World? Here is my countdown for my top 10 toddler rides in Disney World. Are you ready? Let's go! Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom are the two parks that have the most rides for toddlers. So those are the two parks that we're going to be focusing on in this countdown. And just so you know, toddlers that are under 3 get into Disney World for free. Number 10, Prince Charming Regal Carousel. This classic merry-go-round has been a fan favorite of both kids and adults for many decades. Number 9, Magic Kingdom Ferry Boat. Now, technically, this isn't a ride, it's a form of transportation. You can take this from the Transportation Hub Center to get over to Magic Kingdom. It's a 5-minute long ride. In the summer months, you get a nice cool breeze. And it's also a nice introduction to toddlers to riding on boats. Number 8, the People Mover. This ride is basically a monorail that takes you on a tour of Tomorrowland. It takes you behind the scenes of other attractions, and you can also see views of the Magic Kingdom castle. If you look up, you can see the ride going around the tracks. Number 7, Tomorrowland Speedway. These gas-powered cars are basically like go-karts on a track. There's a steering wheel that turns, and there's also a gas pedal that you have to press on to make the car go. There's the People Mover up top. Toddlers who are at least 32 inches tall can ride this ride as long as they are accompanied by someone at least 54 inches tall. Kids who are at least 54 inches tall can drive their own gas-powered car. Now, at that point, they'll be able to reach the steering wheel. If your toddlers love cars, then they should definitely love this ride. Number 6, Dumbo Flying Elephant. Now here's a classic nostalgic ride. You can control Dumbo to go up or down as you go around and round, soaring through the air. They also have a playground underneath the big top tent, but when we went there, it was closed. I think they're in the process of reopening it back up, so be on the lookout for that. Number 5, Mad Tea Party. Here's another classic ride, and you can control how fast you spin around. Look at the mouse pop out of the teacup. Did you see it? Number 4, Winnie the Pooh. As you can see, the wait time for this ride was 35 minutes long. Here they have an interactive queue for Rabbit's Garden, and the kids can play in this area while you're waiting online.
If you ask me, he'll never reach that.
Okay, before we get to my top 3 rides, I decided to do a bonus honorable mention for the Haunted Mansion. We decided to get on this ride because the wait time was only 20 minutes long. Now, this is a dark ride with some spooky, whimsical elements to it. I'm going to show you a preview so that you can decide if you want to take your toddlers on this ride or not.
Step into the middle as much as you can. Watch out for the wheels going over to the back.
Foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Our tour begins here in this gallery. Here where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom buggy.
Now, if you do decide to get on this ride, you have to walk on a moving conveyor belt, pick up your toddler to sit down on moving seats. If you decide that this ride is not for you, then I suggest you go to the Little Mermaid or the Peter Pan ride. Now, the Peter Pan ride is usually always a long wait for that one, so I suggest that you purchase a Genie Plus Lightning Lane Pass. Number 3, Wildlife Express Train. All aboard for this express train to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Okay, when you get off the train, you walk over to the affection section, which is basically a mini petting zoo. And then from there, you walk over to the conservation station. I know, everything rhymes. Inside, they have an area where you can watch animation of the animals. And also, there's another section where you can watch the veterinarians care for the animals. Number 2, Kilimanjaro Safaris. This ride was the only ride that we waited online for over an hour. But it was worth it because it was an 18-minute ride. And here is a clip of the guided safaris tour.
Where you going, little buddy? Oh, greater kudu. I'm getting a better look. Hey, don't have any horns. A male she should have horns about 22 inches in length. Yeah, she's looking like she wants to cross here, so we're going to go ahead and get out of her way.
Elephants.
There we go. They don't actually have any stripes at all. Those are little folds in their skin that trap in sweat.
And just so you know, this ride is very bumpy. Moving on to number 1. It's a Small World after all. It's a Small World was created to become one of the opening day attractions at the Walt Disney World Resort. This cruise ride is 10 minutes long, which is great compared to most of the other rides that only last a few minutes. I chose this ride for my number 1 pick for the 360 views. If you look to your right, if you look to your left, if you look up, if you look down, there's always something to see, which is great for your toddler's attention span. Also, it's great for your toddlers to see other ethnic and cultural representations from around the world. So there you have it, my top 10 toddler rides in Disney World. Leave me a comment below to let me know what are some of your top 10 toddler rides. Another thing that I want to mention is that you're going to be leaving your strollers at the designated parking stroller sections that they have throughout the parks while you're going on the rides. I suggest that you bring a lightweight foldable stroller with you and tie a bright ribbon around the handles so that you can find it when you're looking for it at the designated parking stroller sections. Please click on my link below so that you can order my Disney World Budget Planner. It's a printable PDF that you can download. It comes with multiple worksheets to keep you organized. You can record your expenses to help you stay within your budget. It'll help you save time and money while planning your Disney World vacation. Please subscribe to my channel so you can watch more sightseeing savings tips and tricks.